They say when someone is possessed by black magic, evil spirits take control of their body. But what happened to me wasn't ordinary magic. Don't worry, said the man. I'll perform a spiritual act now, and the magic cast upon you will break. But I screamed, get out of here. What have you dragged me into? Don't ever show your face again. The act that had been done on me. Even Satan himself was said to be involved. This was beyond what that spiritual healer could handle. Phone call from father. Yes, Ahmed, I sent the money. Did you receive it? Yes, Dad, I got it. I'm bringing it home now. Good. How's your studies going? Great. But Dad, this time I'm serious. I want a heavy bike for my birthday. All right, son. You'll get your gift. Thank you, Dad. At college. Wow, Ahmed. What? A bike? This must be the first model in Pakistan. Yeah, it's not available here yet. My dad sent it from America. When's the treat? Tonight at my place. Be there. At Ahmed's home. Your house is amazing, brother. What's in that cupboard? A gold statue. My dad brought it from Dubai, but from the day that boy came into our home, thefts began. My mobile phone vanished. I remembered leaving it right next to me. Strange. It was gone. Jinn theft, my friend said. Sometimes spirits take things from homes. Don't worry, my father is a powerful healer. He'll bring your mobile back. Tonight, come to our home for dinner. Let's sort this out at night. My friend, eat these sweets. We made them for you. Thanks. But my mobile. Go home. Look exactly where it disappeared from. You'll find it. My summoned spirits retrieved it. And just like that, it was there. Exactly where I left it. Later, my room feels haunted. Something disturbs me when I try to sleep. Let me check. Nothing here. I'm not imagining it, Ahmed. All right. I'll consult Zubair's father. The healer said, tell me the name of your sister. I need your home's floor plan. I'll create a spiritual boundary and assign 4 guardian spirits for protection. Bring Ursula 5,000 tomorrow and some of your sister's hair. Thank you, Uncle. Few days later, peace has returned to the house, Ahmed. Told you, the man is spiritually powerful. But it didn't last long. I'm feeling strange presences again. I need to go back. Your house is under heavy attack from evil spirits, the healer said. I need to summon more guardians. That will cost 100,000. I'll have to ask my father. What? 1 lakh rupees? What's going on in the house? Why didn't you tell me? You don't need to do anything. I'm coming to Pakistan myself. When he arrived, he consulted someone he trusted. That man revealed, your son was deceived by a local spiritualist. He used your son to learn everything about your house and then cursed the whole place. Can you fix it? It's powerful magic. It'll cost at least 1 million. Fine. Just do what you must. That night, the healer died. People said his body showed signs of brutal suffering, as if tortured, yet there were no signs of an intruder. Back home, Ahmed, the golden statue in the cupboard. Where did it go? Baba, I've told you. Stop chasing after these people. Let's go back to Zubair's father. Another theft. Please, help me. Pay ours 1 lakh and take back your things. The man I met last night, the one we trusted, he too died the same way. No sign of any attacker, just pain. Years passed. Every spiritual healer I visited met the same fate. Dead. One day, exhausted and wandering, I sat alone at a train station. Man offered me a religious magazine, saying, "Take this." I have no money, but he had vanished. I took the magazine home and tossed it in a corner. That night, "You will lose your daughter tonight." Last time they said the cat would die, and it did. I ran to my daughter's room. She was okay, just getting ready for bed. That night, I couldn't sleep. I was afraid. I prayed 2 units of voluntary prayer. "Oh Allah, protect us, show me the way." Suddenly, my eyes fell upon that magazine. Inside, I read, "Whoever recites the names of the people of the cave, Ashabikaf, with Darood Sharifi at the beginning and end, will be protected from all forms of magic and evil." So I began reciting and reciting until I fell asleep. In my dream, I saw powerful angelic beings guarding my home. Outside stood a horrifying demonic force trying to attack, but it couldn't come close. In the morning, "Did you sleep well, daughter?" "Yes, Dad. I had scary dreams. Something tried to attack me, but someone stopped them. Later I visited Zubair's house, only to learn his father had died. Mysteriously, painfully, with no sign of anyone entering the house." "How did you know?" they asked. I didn't answer. At a spiritual gathering, "You've completed the recitation of Surah Kauthar for blessings. Congratulations." "Yes, ever since I started reciting the names of Ashab Ekaf, peace has returned to my home. Hang a talisman with their names and visit the Moti Masjid in Lahore Fort. There's a special spiritual act you must do. The spiritual act, Imal. Pray 2 units of voluntary prayer while reciting Surah Fatiha. When you reach Iyaka Na'budu wa Iyaka Nasta'in, repeat it intensely, bleeding. Do not stop until you feel satisfied. Finish the surah and complete both units. Then raise your hands and beg Allah for relief. If you cannot travel to Moti Masjid, do it at home with the intention of being there spiritually." And finally, peace was found. The end. The night had fallen quietly, like a silk curtain descending over the world. A soft wind rustled the trees outside, and in a small room, lit only by a bedside lamp, Amina sat in stillness. She had always felt something unusual during the night hours. It wasn't fear exactly, but a subtle heaviness, like an invisible presence that hovered just out of sight. Lately, she'd been waking up at strange hours, her heart pounding, her room oddly cold despite the warm season. Shadows seemed to stretch longer, and her dreams were often filled with the symbols she couldn't understand. Old doors, whispering winds, and dark eyes watching from afar. That night, as she lay on her bed with a soft blanket drawn over her, Amina felt a familiar tension in the air. Something was near, something unseen. But unlike the nights before, she didn't panic. She reached for the small copy of the Quran on her bedside table, opened it gently, and began to recite, slowly, rhythmically, Surah Al-Falaq, Surah An-Nas, and the Ayat-ul-Kursi. Her voice was barely above a whisper, but her heart recited louder than words ever could. With each verse, the air felt lighter. The stillness became peaceful, not fearful. A warmth began to form around her, not physical, but deeply spiritual, as though an invisible shield had been drawn around her soul. And then, sleep took her gently. In her dream, she stood on the edge of a high cliff, overlooking an ancient city shrouded in darkness. Black mist circled its rooftops, winding like smoke through its narrow alleys. But the place where Amina stood was filled with light, a dome of soft white glow surrounding her. From the mist emerged a figure, not frightening, but regal, with eyes full of timeless wisdom. A long white beard flowed down his chest, and he held a glowing book in his hands. "Child," he said, with a voice like the wind through trees, "the world is filled with unseen battles. But know this, no magic, no jinn, no darkness can touch the one who holds firmly to the rope of the divine." Amina looked down at the city below. "Why do they try to reach me?" she asked softly. "Because light draws darkness, and purity attracts envy. But the more you walk in remembrance, the stronger your shield becomes." He placed the glowing book in her hands. "Every night, surround yourself with the names of the Most High. Recite with love, with trust, and with surrender." And with that, he vanished, not abruptly, but like a candle fading out. Back in her room, the sun had not yet risen, but something had changed. Amina slowly opened her eyes. The heaviness was gone. The room felt warm, peaceful. Her blanket lay perfectly still. No whispers, no shadowy corners, just silence, the kind that feels sacred. She didn't need proof. She knew something had visited, something had passed, and something greater had protected her. From that night on, Amina never skipped her bedtime prayers again. Not out of fear, but out of love. Each verse became a thread in her spiritual armor, each name of Allah a lantern in the dark. And with each passing night, her sleep became deeper, calmer, more restful. She had not defeated darkness. She had simply walked into the light and never looked back.